Galaxy take fights, it's either they 100-0 you in their stuns or they fail. And nobody's buying a nullifier in their team. Terrorblade's he's going MKB against your Morphling. The Puck doesn't want to buy nullifier, but might have to if you buy the disc. Then you're forcing him to buy a more expensive item. But instead, he is eyeing up that Wind Waker, which, of course, by all means, is great against Coil. I'm not going to argue it's a bad purchase, but I'm just not sure it's the best. But maybe he's just planning for the inevitable, you know, the 25 talent, the Dream Coil Pierce, wants to be able to get out of the Coil, and maybe thinks he will die even with a disc, which with Puck 25 might be a valid concern, to be honest. So, might have to
What
take
do you
it
think
back
about this Yamich Ags? It's not there yet. He's halfway there, but this choice, I feel like it's actually not that good of an Ags game for Tusk. Usually you want it on a core that doesn't have mobility. You can just wait for their BKB, like a Sven or something, and just kick him out of the fight. And that's not really the cores that Yakult's working with.
I kind of agree. I think I would like a second Lotus Orb, or because you just want ways of dispelling Searing Chains and countering bad, right? I think second Lotus would have been nice. Otherwise, maybe an Aura. So I think I'm with you on that. I don't really necessarily think... At the same time, that is the one way you can get Morphling enough out of position that he can't reset it fully, right? But kicking him back isn't necessarily a free fight, especially now that he has Satanic. I think you kick him into the base, you just fight back. But should say with a Puck 25, maybe that dynamic change is enough. You kick them out of the Coil.
All right, focus onto the Centaur right now. They're going to get the lasso, but the instant Walrus punch comes out. As Flyfly's in a lot of trouble. He gets deleted by the ET ult again. Noob is the trade as Emo finally passes BKB. Wheel of Wonder is used as Ghost running around in circles with like a chicken with his head cut off. We'll finally get to the other side of the river as the egg explodes. 1 for 2, but that's a Morphling down for your Yakult.
Yeah, don't think Nigma Galaxy can really do much with this, though. I think even Roshan should theoretically be off the table here because of how Ember and Phoenix interact with the pit. They still have, keep in mind, a second Supernova here. I think Nigma are pretty quickly just going to give up on this idea. Instead, Sumail looking for Baboka. We'll find him.
Yep, he will not die, though.
Can't kill him. This should be the end of that. Don't think anybody gets anything here.
So how is Flyfly dying so fast?
He just got exploded by the ET ult. I don't know if he got his Satanic off and was hitting anything to heal up, but...
Yeah, but he was already kind of low when the ET ult.
Tag Team Terrorblade.
It's pretty sick.
It hits hard. You know,
yeah, they're just waiting for this. There has not really been any clean lasso pickoffs, it feels like.
Yeah, he gets...
Yamich has been all over the place with the Walrus punch counterplay. Very fast fingers on the Tusk today, and Roche will live for another day. Is there a point where this Phoenix as your core falls off, you think? I mean, I know that there's like pretty much... There's so many possibilities with like an eventual Ags that can just be, you know, game-breaking or game-throwing.
I don't really think this hero falls off. The 25 talent is also great. Either you get Supernova hit count or you get way longer dive range. And
I think you go the dive range, I would assume. Nobody's killing the egg.
I would like him to buy Blink Dagger.
They're going to find Yamich.
It's a nice little free pick. Can they turn this into a Roche or at least threaten it?
You want a Blink Dagger, huh, Phoenix?
I think so. Like you pop all your stuff, you blink on top of the enemy team, and you just egg when they're in chains. And one of two things will happen. Either you force all their BKBs in a disengage, or you force Stampede and you have a second egg. I don't know.
The Coil onto the Ember. Puts himself in a step exile, but he gets boxed up. Trying to get to the other side as they do find Ollie in the end. And Emo just barely gets out.
Nigma
a few hundred hit points.
Quite a lot there.
Yeah, into the pit they go. That's a buyback now. And this is the Remnant Searing Chains you're talking about.
Yeah, they need Vision to chain them up.
Nullifier was completed, actually, from Sumail.
Oh, he suddenly got that. That was out of nowhere. This definitely makes an Aeon Disc way less interesting for the Ember. They still have the one on Phoenix, but it is popped.